Welcome back to the channel, guys. I don't know about you guys, but when people lie, I hate it. It makes no sense. It's pointless. When you know the truth, what is the point of doing that? What are you afraid of? I hate it. But when they get caught, ooh, it's like heaven on earth. Sweet serenade, music to my ears. And if you're like me, then we got a whole compilation full of people getting exactly what they deserve for lying. Before we get started, hit that subscribe button. Help your boy out to 1,000 subscribers. We got the 500 one time. We can do it twice, all right? Thank you for your continued support. Now let's get into the video.
She caught herself on camera setting the fire.
Del City fire officials releasing surveillance pictures shot with the alleged arsonist's own camera. It all started last week. Fire crews battling huge flames in the garage of this Del City home. Police noticed cameras in one of the home's yards. 59-year-old Annie Durham giving investigators permission to look at her footage, where it turns out she had a starring role, allegedly throwing something on fire over her fence into the neighbor's open side door. But the story gets even more bizarre. News 4 talked to Durham that day, moments after the fire was put out.
All I know, I was in the house and I saw smoke, but I was like, okay, maybe everything's okay. They'll put it out or whatever.
Fire officials.
Bro, to sit there and lie like that with a straight face and tell them to check the camera, that is crazy. Whoever her neighbor is, she wanted them to burn up. She wanted them to be crispy. Because I don't know anyone who could throw a fire over there and keep a straight face like this. Now, I know she got her sunglasses on, so you can't really see what's, can't see her eyes. But she seemed a little bit too comfortable and okay about almost burning her neighbor's house down. A brick house at that. So I don't know what she was going to do as far as that goes.
Anxious to take a look at the person we talked to.
We could easily be talking about a firefighter fatality.
Durham arrested, facing second-degree arson charges.
I got involved in the celebrity sex tape business through being in the adult industry. You know I can't talk about 90% of the stuff I do. I don't know who this is. Can I pick this up real quick? Okay, hold on. This is KB, can I help you? Can you tell me exactly who it is? Listen, when you say A-list, we're talking like Brad Pitt, we're talking, this is unbelievable. Wait, hold on one second. This wasn't not scripted.
Right.
Let me call you when I'm done with breakfast and I'm away from these people that I'm with. And what was your name?
Get your line. He's still talking.
Can you just give me a first name? I gotta call you something when I call you back.
Is this real? This can't be real.
Jamie?
The camera zoomed into the phone where it's still lit up.
All right. Probably about an hour. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. This, I swear to God, that was not set up. I just got another lead. It's just weird.
Look at his face. He like, now you know. I want to tell this guy he's a liar so bad, but we're on camera and I don't want to ruin it for him. It's all over his face, man. He didn't believe a single thing he just said.
An Australian YouTube channel by the name of Extreme Games uploaded a video entitled, "We're quitting YouTube because we're dying."
Oh, come on, don't tell me.
Clickbait. In this video, the two brothers, Thomas and Jonathan Smith, reveal that they were both terminally ill and on the verge of death.
Come on, man. See, here's the thing with me. When it comes to anything, like for me, I have a soft spot for people who have terminal illnesses and like especially cancer, anything terminal, that they have going on within their body. I have a real soft spot for that. So when people play around and act like they have these illnesses and they're lying about it for clout, for money, for whatever reason, it don't matter what the reason is. When people do that, it pisses me off. I'm not going to lie to you because it's not fair to the individuals who are going through it, right? That wish they can be lying about the situation that they're going through. And people like this play around and then make videos about this for what? For clout, for views? Like it's just stupid. Like it makes no sense to me. Anyways, let's just keep going.
This is the end. We're quitting YouTube. This isn't clickbait. It's not a joke either. It's sad because this is what we love doing. This is what we love doing so much. And our bodies literally can't do it anymore.
It should be noted that this channel with over 4 million subscribers made content catering to young children with uploads about fidget spinners and Nerf guns.
I've been fighting this kidney disease now for literally 4 years, and it's finally got the best of me. I can't literally fight it anymore.
How in the world do both of y'all end up with a terminal illness at the exact same time? Two people who happen to be on the same YouTube channel. Now, I'm not saying that is completely impossible, but it's very, very rare for something like that to happen, unless you guys live next to some nuclear power plant and got hit with some radiation or something like that. Like, how can this even happen? Like, they didn't even think the lie through. It makes no sense to me.
And you know how painful it is to be locked inside your own body with all this fluid that you can't physically move, you can't eat, you're not hungry.
Crazy,
Thomas then states that he is dying of vertigo and claims that
Bruh, you can't die from vertigo. You cannot. Vertigo can, if you have a terminal illness or something serious, vertigo can be a symptom of that, but it's not going. You can't say that I died from vertigo. The only way you can say probably you died from vertigo if you're somewhere high or something like that and you felt vertigo and you fell off of something and then died, but you would have died from impact, not from vertigo. Vertigo may have been the contributing factor, but you can't die from having vertigo. You can have vertigo from anything. Crazy. High blood pressure, anything. It's crazy.
that every moment of his life feels like right after you get off a roller coaster and the world is spinning around you. This
and he's
almost
smiling, bro.
raises
That's
some red
disgusting.
flags. The term vertigo is defined as a sensation of spinning dizziness.
Yeah.
You most certainly can't die from vertigo in the way he's describing, but it doesn't end there. After revealing their fate, in true YouTube fashion, they then proceed to promote an iPhone giveaway. They then address their fans directly, reminding them to subscribe, which I assume wouldn't be very high up on your priority list if you were about to pass away.
I hope they're not on YouTube anymore.
This blatant
really
level
do.
of exploitation of their young fans was enough to catch the attention of YouTuber Leon Lush, who later uploaded a video debunking their story the same month. A few days later, they uploaded their own video
A man doing God's work. Thank you.
responding to Leon Lush's. Here they admit that while they received no official diagnosis from any licensed medical doctors despite attending multiple checkups, they still suffered chronic headaches. At one point, they even claimed that instead of being terminally ill, they were actually at risk of suicide now. Jonathan,
what the heck? Yo. Chronic headache can be... You cannot eat all day and get a chronic headache. You can not drink enough water and get... I hope these guys are not on YouTube anymore. I'm not big on cancellation, but this stuff right here, this is crazy.
claims at one point he was genuinely going to develop cancer, liver diseases, and quote-unquote all sorts of things like that before the chiropractor cured him. The brothers had run multiple fake...
The chiropractor healed him from all kind of cancers? You telling me that you have all these internal diseases? Let's just play into the lie. You're gonna lie and say you have all these different diseases, the terminal diseases that's affecting your kidney, your liver, your organs, yet a doctor that helps your spine is what fixed and cured those diseases for you? What the heck? I'm trying to figure... There's two things I want to know out of this. What drove them to do this? Obviously it's clout, but there's something else going on. They need some help. And who are the people who actually believe this? They said they didn't get any diagnosis from any medical professionals at all. And then your organs are healed by a chiropractor that don't specialize in that area. Now, I know they got some knowledge of organs and stuff like that, but how can fixing your back heal your organs? It makes no sense. That's like saying, you know what, I had a brain illness or something like that, and I went to a proctologist, and all of a sudden it's all gone. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Giveaways over the past few months, and seemingly never delivered the reward. This resulted in them being criticized beyond faking their deaths, as this activity is flat out illegal. As a result, they began to delete a large portion of their catalog, including the video claiming that they were going to die from vertigo and kidney failure, which has resulted in the controversy becoming largely forgotten. Now that it's been over a year, it seems that their audience has fully moved on past the incident. To this very day, the brothers continue to regularly produce content as if nothing ever happened.
He is the most hideous dancer I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it was horrible, and this guy was sweating all over me. Like, his sweat was like, it was raining basically everywhere, and I was just like, whoa, grossed out from it. But I knew I had to keep him happy because that's what Jeffrey and Gillian would expect from me.
She described dancing with you and you profusely sweating, and that she went on to have...
He's sweating right now.
Possibly.
There's a slight problem with the sweating because I have a peculiar medical condition, which is that I don't sweat, or I didn't sweat at the time. I had suffered what I would describe as an overdose of adrenaline in the Falklands War when I was shot at.
That's sweat right there.
And I simply, it was almost impossible for me to sweat. I never have really partied, and I've never really felt the need to go and.
Why do people lie when you know that there's evidence out there against you? It's like, just avoid it. Like, I had this situation with someone, and they literally lied about something that they put in text message. If you knew that you have evidence out there, if you texted, if you got pictures, why must you lie about this? That should be something you should avoid. That you know, if that conversation comes up about whatever that is, you should do your best to kind of avoid that. Get around it. You know what I'm saying? This is this is stupid.
Party.
It might seem a funny way to break off a friendship, a 4-day house party of sorts with a dinner. It's an odd way to break up a friendship.
It's a difficult way of putting it. That's a very stark way of putting it. Yes, you're absolutely right. I felt that doing it over the telephone was the chicken's way of doing it. I had to go and see him and talk to him. And I admit fully that my judgment was probably coloured by my tendency to be too honourable.
People on the inside are going to keep coming up with these ridiculous excuses. He came to New York to break up with Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, come on. I'm calling BS on this because that's what it is. He knows what happened. I know what happened. And there's only one of us telling the truth.
I wonder if you have any sense now of guilt, regret, or shame about any of your behaviour and your friendship with Epstein.
Do I regret the fact that he has quite obviously conducted himself in a manner unbecoming? Yes.
Unbecoming? He was a sex offender.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm being polite, in the sense that he was a sex offender. He was a sex offender.
Emerald claimed to have suffered from Tourette syndrome since the age of 6 or 7, a disorder which made her life incredibly difficult over the years, so she claimed. By mid-2021, at the age of 27, she was using her 500,000 follower TikTok account Ticks and Roses to raise awareness about Tourette's, whilst simultaneously promoting her yarn dyeing business.
Hi, this is Emerald with Stardust Fiber Studio. I am one of the owners. I also do awareness videos for Tourette's on TikTok.
However,
what is that scar on her
like
face?
The one we're about to show, they began to raise suspicions about whether or not this specific TikToker actually had Tourette's syndrome after noticing that her apparent condition felt forced or fake.
Well, I wanted to talk a little bit about wow. I wanted to talk wow. I wanted to talk a little bit about wow. Never mind.
When these suspicions were eventually confirmed to be true, Ticks and Roses was exposed brutally. A day later, the Ticks and Roses TikTok account was deleted permanently. 3 days after that, she would address the deletion on her alternate business page in a video which conveniently featured absolutely zero ticks.
Hey, I was not planning to address this anymore because addressing it has not fixed it. I was literally bullied off the internet.
The freshman at Turbo who
bully, come on, man. You making fun of people who have a condition they can't control. How in the world do you try to flip it to become the victim in that I've been bullied? No, you should have been off the internet in the first place. You shouldn't even been on. Like, that is crazy, man. That's crazy.
Says she first laughed at the hateful comments written on her dorm room door.
I thought it was a joke, but then it happened again.
Eventually realizing she was the target of racism.
It's really scary to wake up in the morning, open your door, and there's a writing of hate on your door.
And now the university and beyond is reaching out in arms.
I'm the student this happened to. Whoever it is, you better come out and confess anonymously. Do I look like a bad person to you?
Do I look like I'm a black person to you? No, not at all. There's not one thing on your, not the braids, not the skin tone, nothing. Just told me the two black.
A Viterbo University student is under arrest for arson in connection to a small fire inside a campus dorm room early Sunday morning.
In our top story tonight, News 8 Now's Jordan Fremstead found out the student is also the same person targeted by alleged racially motivated hate crimes in recent weeks.
This student told police she heard a smoke alarm and started to alert people in the building. The report says the student messaged a friend that she was potentially the victim of another hate crime because the fire started next to her dorm room. Law enforcement say the student's story didn't line up with video captured on those security cameras. Police say the student later admitted to intentionally setting the fire in the lounge for attention purposes. Security cameras exist on the second floor of this building because of those alleged hate crimes.
In Chop we trust.
Wow.
Subscribe now, that's a must.
So she lied about the entire thing. That is crazy. I don't know, man. I still don't understand why people lie about this stuff. It's so crazy. Like, this stuff just doesn't make any sense at all. A lot of the times, these people need some real help, man. It's at the end of the day, it's as simple as that. Don't lie. You know, if you lie about something, it tells me that you're afraid of the consequences. And if you're an adult, you should be able to face the consequences of anything that you've done. Lying is going to get you away from it. Some people get away, but for the most part, it'll just delay whatever the repercussions of you doing what said action is. And if it's something small, why lie about something small? Or why not just be honest and just deal with it and then become a better person and move on? I don't understand that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry if this video is a lot more serious than my other videos, but man, it's so crazy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Salute, peace, have a good day.